What are we going to talk about today? Are we
Hmm.
going to talk about, because like where we left off, I mean, we talked about like your mom, but you know what I want to know?
What?
I want to know, okay,
I'll
there's,
tell you. Go ahead.
you're a blurter.
I'll tell you all of it. What do you want?
Okay, I want to know, so I don't want to jump ahead, but this is what I want to know.
Okay.
I feel like I want to know it because I don't really know it, and I'm going to get to like learn something like, like everybody else is like, they're like, "Ooh, I'm listening to this, and this is, I love Dawn, and she's so, you know, all that stuff." But I'm always just like, "Yeah, I know that."
Mhm. I know
I,
all of
okay, this is what I want to know.
what.
I want to know. So you stole. You wouldn't even classify it as stole at the time, right? Because you just got it and you were like, oh, I'm going to go sell this for some drugs because this is what they want. Would you say,
I'm
would
waiting.
you, would
What
you say that you stole it?
yeah. Only because I lied about it after. If I didn't think that I stole it, I wouldn't have bothered
Right
trying.
about it. You've been like, yeah, I got rid of your gun. Big deal.
Talking about, yeah. I actually had a real snarky response actually. Like when it all finally, it took like a couple of weeks for it all to come out. They followed me around undercover and all this crazy stuff. Um, but when it finally came to the point where I couldn't deny it anymore, my snarky response and justification was my mom didn't want guns in the house anyway. Like I did her a favor.
You were like, I went and got that gun.
I I got rid of it.
Well, boom. You were like, neener,
It's
neener.
just so ridiculous. Yeah. But I
Yeah.
didn't think it was serious. I mean, it really took me years, years and years. Like only when I was sitting in prison and I was there for like 6 or 7 months at that point did it kind of like hit me like, oh, that really was kind of bad.
Yeah.
Selling it to a drug dealer who sent it to a gang member in New York, and God knows how many people were shot with it, killed. I don't know.
I
They
mean, that's
never.
like one of the reasons that we have like so many stringent gun rules is because things
Oh
like that, just
yeah.
guns into the wrong hands.
Yeah, and the judge that was my judge that sentenced me, I mean, he really was like, he's very strict with guns, and he really can't stand people like me, like that, do that kind of a thing with the gang members. That was like his, you
Yeah.
know, and to get
When
rid of.
you say gang members, like, okay, this is what I think of when you like say that you went and you took it to a gang member. And
I
this,
didn't take it to a gang member. I took
I
it to a
mean,
drug dealer.
dealer. And then, so like, I mean, are these drug dealers like normal looking people or are they thugs?
They're thugs. I
They
mean,
are.
they shot up my mom's house. They tried to kill me. They tried, and they almost killed my stepfather. The bullet literally like went right over his head, like by half an inch into the wall.
Okay, back up. What do you mean they shot up your house? Like they
Like they were.
came like
It wasn't like that. It wasn't that intense, but it was a few bullets. It was a few shots, and
and they just shot into the house?
into the house. I was sitting right there. I was sitting on. They were trying to get me because they were afraid. I don't know who they were. I sold it to a specific person. That person was so afraid that I was going to testify
Rat
against
them
him
out.
that
Yeah.
they wanted to silence me. Every time I went to court, I was in superior court. Every time I went to court, there were people there to intimidate me every
Wow.
time. It was scary.
That is
Really
scary.
scary. I never testified. I just took the blame completely. Yeah.
Yeah. I probably would have done. It's scary.
I did. I mean, what am I going to do?
Yeah. So they came to your house and like they were just trying to get rid of y'all. And what happened to your father-in-law? Not father-in-law, your stepdad.
My stepdad, nothing. I mean, he was fine.
Oh, he was? What do you
Yeah,
mean he shot him up?
the police came and retrieved the bullet from the wall. There was a bullet that went in, and they were like, wow, you're really lucky. Because he was like, I was sitting right here. They must have thought that he was me, or it just was a fluke. I don't know. We didn't see them. We don't know. Were they driving? Were they running? Were they walking? We have no idea. Because it had a silencer too, so it wasn't like it was like boom, 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 boom. It was very quiet. And if it hadn't been for the window breaking, we would have never known. Never known.
That is freaky. Do you think they did it to kill, or do you think they did it just to scare the crap out of you?
Mission accomplished.
Yeah. I don't know. Right? Done and done.
Over and out.
It would have done that to me too.
Yeah.
Okay, so now I want to know. I know this is like jumping, and somebody's going to be like,
I mean, you edit the whole thing, so you're fine.
I know, but I'm jumping time-wise because...
Oh, yeah, that's okay.
Because I know that there's a bunch of stuff in between, like, but we already talked about, like, how you got to California. What made you... So you went to court, and they said you're going to prison forever, basically.
The last offer that was given to me, they always try to make an offer and get you to plea out. They want you to make a plea agreement. Yeah. The last one was 20 years. That's what I said. I said exactly that. I said, okay. So then the next option was, because that was the last offer. Now it's either go to trial or take the offer. So of course I said, I'll go to trial. I was already out on bail, and I already knew when I said, I'll take it to trial, I wasn't going to trial.
So how did you get, so like, I mean, they said that, were you like, as soon as you left, were you like, I need to get a bus ticket to California?
I would say within that week, yeah. Like I already knew.
Yeah.
Already talking to him.
Oh, you like already had like a plan in place, kind of.
Yeah, I already had contact with him, and I knew that he wanted me to go out there, and you know, I just needed to get the money to do it. So I did. I went to my aunt. She's not my blood aunt, but anyway, she's my aunt. And I told her, I never told her the truth, actually, but I told her, you know, I was strung out and I really needed to get out of that city so I could start over, which I did, but I went and got strung out even worse. So, yeah, but she didn't know that. So she gave me $300, my ticket. I had like $20 left over after my ticket was paid. And that's how I went there for the week.
You survived on $20?
Starving. I remember I was on the bus.
Pregnant?
Huh?
Weren't you pregnant? Oh, no. You weren't.
No, I said I was pregnant though, so that I could have a whole seat to myself so I could sleep.
Yeah. I'm already like hook, line, and sinker. And she was pregnant.
Did I already tell you that story about how I lied?
Yeah, but I would have been so one of those people like, oh my gosh, you're pregnant. Let's sit here. Take this whole seat. You want my snacks?
Nobody gave me food or anything, but I slept the whole time.
How long do you think you lived in California?
I lived there for 4 years.
4 years? That's a long time. I mean, living under the radar like that, that's a long time.
It was so scary every day of my life. Every day. I never didn't look over my shoulder. I never was comfortable. I never felt safe. My mother knew where I was. All she had to do, you know, and she did. My lawyer called me, actually. She gave my lawyer my phone number, and he called me, and he was like, you need to come back. You need to turn yourself in. And I was like, it's never going to happen. You're going to have to come and get me. I'm so cocky.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, you're going to have to come and get me. And I really thought, I don't know what I thought. I don't know. I guess I thought I'd be dead or something. I don't know. And that seemed a hell of a lot better to me than going to prison. And at least it was like on my terms. It was my choice to just sort of take myself out. Mm-hmm. I don't know. It was weird.
How long did you live in California before you got pregnant?
Maybe 6 months. Maybe.
So it was pretty soon when you got there. I mean, that's not real soon, but I mean, if you live there for 4 years.
It was pretty quick. 37.
Were you shocked when you got pregnant, or did you plan to get pregnant?
No, I did not plan to get pregnant. And no, I wasn't. I mean, I was shocked, but I was happy. I was really happy about it, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't.
Kind of thought it was a new, fresh start, maybe.
Yeah, I thought it would change everything. I thought that it would, like, I don't know. I just thought that it would be better, that things would, I don't know. You have weird ideas, though, in life. You know, I mean, even like in my young life when I got married, I thought that was the answer. Getting married was going to resolve all my issues. I wasn't going to feel lonely anymore. I wasn't going, and I guess I had the same thought about having a child in addiction. I guess I thought this was going to be the thing that was finally going to stop me.
Yeah, save you.
Save me, stop me. But it didn't.
Yeah.
It didn't.
Well, so when you lived in California, you lived there for like 4 years.
Yeah, it was thereabouts. It could have been a little under. Could have been.
Yeah, but I mean, that's fine. How did it transpire that they finally got you?
Yeah.
Yeah, how did they get me?
Yeah, he turned me in. My boyfriend. My boyfriend didn't tell me because he was cheating on me with somebody else that he's now married to and living a wonderful life of addiction with her. But yeah, he was cheating on me. And, you know, I always had the ability, like I had really good discernment in my life. I always did. And when something wasn't right, I always knew. And I was going to find out what it was. And of course I did. I saw that he was talking to her on Facebook. And this was like in the early years of Facebook, you know. So he didn't know enough about it. And nor did I, but I did some snooping and I saw the conversations that he was having with this girl. And so I confronted him. And of course, you know, with that being out there, he knew that he had to do something. And of course, I was so heavily in addiction that, you know, I wasn't really able to see all of that clearly. And so, yeah, there was one morning that we had made plans with a neighbor who was getting all kinds of drugs, and she wanted us to come down and party with her. So we had his mother take our son so we could go and party for the day. Unbeknownst to me, he came down, but then he left. And when he left, I should have known, because nobody ever walks out on drugs.
Right.
And he did.
Yeah.
Yeah, free drugs. And there was still a bunch there, and they were all in on it. The friend, the mother, and him. And I just thought, this is great. Oh, I get to party all morning. It's like 8 o'clock in the morning, and I'm like smoking crack, you know?
Yeah.
Got totally wasted, went back up to our house, and he was sitting on the couch, and he was acting all funny, and I just still didn't get it. I didn't know what was going on, and I started like yelling at him because whatever we had for drugs, he like took. And I'm like, where's my stuff? Where's my, you know? And he's just ignoring me. And then I go into the bathroom because I finally find it. I mean, like, I didn't have enough already. I had already done pills, crack, shooting, and now I'm going to shoot some more. And all of a sudden there's only one knock that sounds like that. Only one.